Hello, I'm Andrew Pritchard. Thank you for watching today's Canada Regional Forecast brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions. Well, if we take a look at the Jetstream evolution on the left and the precipitation forecast here, accumulated precipitation on the right, just getting us through the next week or so, and we focus in on the Canadian Prairie region right here, what we see is kind of a progressive look. We see a little bit of ridging. We do see a trough push through the region, and that keeps us, fairly balanced. We're not locked into a dry pattern, but we're not getting soaked with precipitation as we are across parts of the United States. It keeps our temperatures a little bit on the warm side. We do see some colder air locked away well off to the north with this trough that's spinning off well north of the Hudson Bay, so no bitterly cold air trying to move into the region. If anything, we'll trend a little bit warmer with some periodic chances for some appropriate amounts of precipitation swinging through the region. So let's break that down just a little more specific here. We're looking at total precipitation getting us through the weekend, so through midnight on Monday. And here we see just a nice little ribbon of precipitation perhaps slipping through parts of the southern portions of Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba here, the Canadian Prairie region. Not looking at anything substantial here, maybe a quarter of an inch to around half of an inch, maybe close to an inch in the heaviest areas here, with northern parts of those provinces staying mostly dry, maybe a little bit of precipitation across far northern Saskatchewan and Manitoba here early in the week, but let's kind of talk about when this actually falls, and we'll do that here looking at the European long-range weather model here. So beginning on Tuesday morning, relatively quiet across the region, perhaps seeing a little bit of light precipitation falling across northern Manitoba here Tuesday afternoon, but again, we're talking about light precipitation. Maybe some very light rainfall falling across parts of southern Saskatchewan and southern Manitoba here getting into Wednesday midday into Wednesday evening, north of a more powerful storm system located off to the south across parts of the upper Midwest and the central United States. What we're going to be watching for here across the Canadian prairies is this little storm system that begins to emerge from the Rockies here late Friday into Saturday morning. Here you see it starting to sneak out there with some precipitation falling across southern Alberta, southern Saskatchewan here. This is midnight on Friday night into Saturday morning, getting into sunrise Saturday. And now midday Saturday, that rain beginning to spread over parts of southern Saskatchewan and now southern Manitoba as well. And again, we're talking about no cold air on the backside of this, so if we see any snow, it's going to be light and a snow that melts rather quickly, but I think this is going to be mostly rain across the Canadian prairies here. Again, with this storm system that comes through Friday into Saturday and then starts to lift out of the area Saturday night into Sunday morning. And then we enter another bit of quiet weather, another quiet period. High pressure sneaks back in, perhaps seeing some light showers across parts of Manitoba and Saskatchewan during the day on Sunday, but really looking at another quiet back half of the weekend into an early part of next week. Temperature anomalies, I'm just going to play this quickly, don't focus in on details here. It's a rather quick moving loop, but what I just want you to see is the colder air really being confined well off to the north of the Hudson Bay here across the Canadian prairies. You see some flickers of blues and greens there as maybe we deal with some rain or the passage of a subtle front. But in general, we're trending warmer across the Canadian prairies here, and the same story holds true if you shift off to the south across the Dakotas, the northern plains of the United States. It's a period where we're seeing some fluctuations here. We're not locked into a hot pattern. We're also not locked into a cold pattern. Just seeing some fluctuations here, but trending overall a little bit on the warm side. Total snow getting us through the weekend, and there you see the potential for some snow in the higher elevations and along the Front Range there in southern Alberta, along the Rocky Mountains there, and maybe some very light snow with that disturbance Friday night across parts of southern Alberta, southern Saskatchewan, but that is, maybe a trace, a light coating of snow there, and that would be something that melts rather quickly. Really probably just looking at rain falling across the region, and I already covered this, but, just to show you one more time, where we do see this storm system track, and there is some fluctuation, some variability there, maybe on the exact track of this rain, but talking about maybe a quarter of an inch to a half of an inch generally across southern Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba Friday night into Saturday. Temperatures, we'll look at high temperatures just to close this out over the next several days. Our Tuesday high temperatures across Alberta, generally in the lower teens here, 10, 11, 12 degrees, warming up nicely as we head into the later part of the week. Here's our Wednesday high temperatures. Thursday, getting close to 20, if not touching 20 degrees Celsius here across parts of southern Alberta. for our Thursday high temperatures. Friday, that warmer weather beginning to get pushed off to the south just slightly. Remember here, just a subtle storm system bringing some rain to the area with single digits to near 10 degrees across the rest of Alberta. Cool on the backside of that storm system for our Saturday high temperatures, right around 10 to 14 degrees Celsius. If we shift off towards the east, looking at our Tuesday high temperatures, right around 10, 11, 12 degrees across the prairie region here. Maybe a little warmer in southern Manitoba. Sorry about that. Wednesday high temperatures. Thursday, Friday. Now getting that warmth in advance of that storm system that brings the rain here late Friday into Saturday. So 20-degree high temperatures across the prairies here, across southern Saskatchewan and southern Manitoba. And then that cooler weather comes in Saturday and Sunday. Our Saturday high temperatures right here. And then Sunday would be very similar with right around 10 to 12 degrees Celsius, maybe single digits across Ontario over there. Excuse me, southern Manitoba. As always, apologize there. Eric Snodgrass will have an in-depth look at the evolution of the next 1 to 2 weeks in our Thursday morning ag forecast video, and I'll have your next Canadian regional update for you midday on Friday. Have a great day.